The question for this video presentation is, can a shareholder of a Singapore company apply for an employment pass, what is also referred to as EP? Or as a shareholder of a company, are you guaranteed to get an EP? Or what all you need to do to get an employment pass after company incorporation? So there are few questions and few parts that can be confusing in this specific scenario. So let's have a look. So the first question is, can a shareholder of a company apply for an employment pass? So the first and legally correct answer is no. Shareholders of a company is not entitled to get any specific pass just because he is a shareholder of a company. So this is the Singapore entity, and you can be the shareholder and you can be the sole director of the company also. But because of these roles, there is no specific entitlement to you. However, if you are willing to become a full time employee of your Singapore entity, then in that case, employment pass for you can be applied. So the first key point to note here is employment pass is available only for employee employer relationship. So what does that exactly means? That exactly means there is no special visa for you as a promoter, director or shareholder of the Singapore company. Anybody on this planet can incorporate a company in Singapore. And just because you incorporated a company, you don't get an eligibility for EP. Employment passes are controlled and there is a quota for that. In case you want to visit Singapore for business purpose, then you can use a social visit visa, which allows you to visit for business meetings and business contract dealings. However, employment pass cannot be applied purely as a director or shareholder of a company in that capacity. But if you become an employee of your Singapore entity, EP can be applied. Now, one key thing to note here, approval of employment pass is decided by the Ministry of Manpower. So, what does then happen in practical cases? So, we get quite a lot of cases where a company is incorporated, maybe by single shareholder and director, and that person will also relocate to Singapore as an employee. So here the person is acting in three different capabilities. He is acting as a shareholder, he is also acting as a director, and the company is also issuing a employment contract to this person in an employee-employer relationship. Once that contract is issued and it is signed, employment pass for this person can be applied. Once approved, he can relocate to Singapore. So practical cases of this type are many. So this arrangement is quite common and it is used in many cases in Singapore. So now you are clear that as a shareholder or director you can't get employment pass, but as an employee you can get it. But what are the implications of becoming an employee of a Singapore company? So when you become an employee of a Singapore company, these are the implications. The first is you have to relocate to Singapore. You in general reside in Singapore, so Singapore become your place of residence. You should be working for the company at least for 40 hours per week, so it is a full-time employment. You receive monthly salary in Singapore from the company, and you have to declare and pay taxes on that salary in Singapore. So this is what is expected, and because of these conditions, generally if you have a flourishing business in your home country, the plan of relocating to Singapore on an employment pass will most probably not work for you. So in that case, if you don't want to be an employee, on what visas you can visit Singapore for your business dealings? So there are two visas. First is social visit visa. So social visit visa or visa free entry is available electronically for many countries in the world. So I think majority of the countries have visa free entry. For some other countries, you need to take the visa online by applying electronically. So maybe you can get that. And that visa allows you to visit Singapore for business meeting purpose. If that is not possible or if that becomes an issue, then a business visa invitation letter can be issued to you from your company, and based on that you can apply for the visa. So in both these visas there are no conditions regarding employment, employment income, taxes and so on. So in summary, just because you incorporated a company in Singapore or you are a director of a Singapore company, you don't get eligible for employment pass. Employment pass is available only in case where a full-time employment relationship is established. Approval of employment pass is decided by Ministry of Manpower, Singapore. There are few more videos on this topic on our YouTube channel, so please do check those.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.